Today saw the biggest release yet of documents from a lawsuit connected to Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted pedophile in Florida who died by suicide in jail in 2019 before he could face federal charges. More than 1,600 pages were released today. That's on top of the 100 releases in the previous 2 days. Kara Scannell has been reading this latest batch, joins us with details. Anything new? What did you learn?
Yeah, so a little bit more about the orbit that Jeffrey Epstein lived in, some of these famous faces that he was associated with. There was an employee of his who gave a deposition in the case, and what he testified to is that he recalled having dinner with Donald Trump at Jeffrey Epstein's in his kitchen in Palm Beach. He also testified that he met Bill Clinton on a plane, and on a different plane trip, he met Prince Andrew.
The list, the Jeffrey Epstein list, is out, and people are scrambling. The most prominent names on the list that I think almost everyone will recognize are ex-President Donald Trump, ex-President Bill Clinton, attorney Alan Dershowitz, and Prince Andrew. Are these men just bored in their lives that they felt they had to prey on beautiful young girls? Now, Donald Trump has always been surrounded by beautiful young girls, whether at New York parties, when involved with beauty pageants, or at Mar-a-Lago. He's lining them up so as they age and die, he can keep them close on the 9th hole at Doral with Ivana. Hey, you got to get all the tax breaks you can, right? Bill Clinton, well, we all know about his reputation. His delight was a young intern we all remember, crouched under his desk in the Oval Office. I imagine that when he comes home from a trip abroad, maybe with a box of cigars, Hillary performs a smell test before letting him back into the bedroom. Citrus, floral, berry, and sushi? Ha! Come on, keep it clean, ladies. Alan Dershowitz, one of the attorneys on the Dream Team that got O.J. off from his murder trial, claims he had massages, but he kept his underwear on. Like underwear is an acceptable attire. Picture him entering a meeting with all the other attorneys on the case in his BVDs, making a case for his underwear. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Yikes, no one wants to see that. Then we have Prince Andrew. He claims he did nothing wrong. Did someone say he did? He came out with that claim pretty quickly and paid a hefty settlement to one of the young girls. I've never understood that. If you did nothing wrong, Drew, why settle? I imagine you got the royal treatment and the princess was not having it. Maybe she threatened to dethrone you. Well, one thing all of these creepy men have in common is extreme wealth. I guess when you're sitting around trying to find something to fill your day, you decide it would be a load of fun to prey on young, beautiful girls. I mean, what are they going to do, right? They want to party, dance, and be treated well. Except the treatment they received was not what they wanted. It continues to haunt them to this day, all these years later. It's one thing to admire the beauty of young girls. It's another to demean, take advantage, and abuse beautiful young girls. Do any of these men have daughters? Do you think they would leave their young daughters alone with any of the others on this list? I'll leave you to think about that, because apparently they didn't. Well, that's our show. If you liked our content, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. I know everyone says it, but it really does help. Until next time.